the City of Orlando cheerleading competition along with Gail Brown. I have with me, what's your name?
Kiana Lloyd.
And how old are you?
9.
9. What school you go to?
Lexington Elementary.
And how long have you been dancing and cheering?
4 years.
4 years? Yeah, so what you want to be when you grow up? Huh?
Massage therapist.
Yeah? Tell me. How many days a week do you practice with cheering and the dancing? How many times a week do you guys get together? How many times a week?
3.
3. And you started at what, about 6 o'clock or 3 o'clock or what?
We start at... Okay. I don't really know.
Oh, yeah? Well, you're doing a great job. Thanks for coming and talk to me, okay? All right. She's such a darling. Okay, we have with us, is that the, no, that's not the Titans, that's the Raiders, Raiders, yes, the Raiders.
We have the Raiders and the Ravens. So these are the Raiders, right?
Right. The Raiders.
We're J-M-S and we're ready to cheer. The choice of a new generation is here. We're J-M-S and we're ready to cheer. The choice of a new generation is here. We're J-M-S and we're ready to cheer. 1, 2, 3, 4, hey! We're number 1, just wait and see. Maroon, gold, and white. Already victory! Already victory! Already victory!
Look out! Here we go! Look out!
Okay, that's a strong finish.
Round of applause for the Raiders.
Good job.
Wasn't quite sure if they were finished, right?
They didn't like jump right up, did they?
I have an urgent announcement, please. We have
That's
a
the Raiders
blue Chevy Cavalier with Devil
from the
Cross
Stonewall
outside.
Jackson Middle
The
School.
license plate G21PPK. Please, you need to move the car before you're told.
The choreographer is Christina Perkins.
Again,
Okay.
we have a blue
Okay.
Chevy
Now, is this their
Cavalier
first year
outside the
competing?
car. You need to move your car.
I know. They've competed before, huh?
Well, they did not compete last year.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Coming up next, we have the Ravens.
Okay. And they're purple and gold.
Judges are still tallying their scores. Wouldn't you just love to be a judge? Come on, you just love to be a judge this evening, right?
No. Oh, no.
Next up, we have the Raiders, followed by the Outlaws.
I like these uniforms. I like the colors.
You all know what you have to do. No one, and I mean no one, comes into our house and pushes us around. It's your game. Let's do it.
Please fasten your seatbelts.
Another good routine. The Ravens.
Strong finish.
Yeah.
City of Orlando cheerleading competition. And you've been talking about this for the past month. You couldn't wait. You couldn't wait. It's happening.
I know.
Here, you feel the energy.
Good performance, girl.
A good turnout always.
Yeah, that was a great performance by the Ravens. Good choreography. Choreography was nice. It was nice choreography. Again, that's a group. They keep working, start polishing, get a little bit of technique going. They'll be a force to reckon with. Pretty good.
All right, the Outlaws are up next. The Outlaws.
Don't you just love the Outlaws? Don't you? Now, their football team, the team that they cheer for, went to the Youth Super Bowl, didn't they, this year?
Yes.
Right?
Yes. Correcto.
Up to perform,
Waiting on the judges.
we have the Outlaws, followed by the Rattlers.
Oh, good shot at Jamie. Wave, Jamie. Jamie with the pom-pom effect.
Round of applause for the Outlaws.
She seemed to be a little frustrated there.
She was. And you see the bandage that she has on her knee, the brace with the open patella. I just wondered if that was an injury from cheerleading.
Well, I was going to make note to the brace on her knee. I know last year we did have one young lady who I think she injured her knee on a dance routine. When she went, she jumped and I think her knee may have popped out of place. I'm not sure, but she eventually was carried off the floor. No, actually, I think she walked off the floor, but we definitely had to put some ice on her knee.
Well, you know, goes to show you just how athletic this sport is.
Well, that's one of the things that we're going to talk about, because you talk about the dedication and they make it look so easy. But knowing that it takes a lot of hard work, it's very physical, and it takes a lot of wear on your body.
Yes, it does. Yes, it does. Think about doing those stunts time after time after time. I mean, trying to, you know, make sure that you're doing them correctly.
And I understand you've had a couple of knee operations yourself.
Yes, I have.
Yeah, okay,
I have in my old age. You're right.
Okay.
You're right. And it is. It's a lot of wear and tear on your body when you think about it, you know?
Rattlers.
You know, this sport of cheerleading is just as demanding as any of the other physical sports. The football, the baseball, it's just as demanding.
All right. You know, earlier I made reference to Pamela Moore, and I said the Outlaws, and I apologize, Pamela. She's with the Rattlers.
Rattlers, that's right. That's right. And gosh, what a fine team. You know, just their energy, their enthusiasm, they just smiled. It looked like they were having just such a great time, and that's what it's all about.
And I saw Miss Attitude over there kind of winked at me a couple times.
Okay. Miss Positive Attitude.
Right, Miss Positive
Okay.
Attitude. Raquel Simmons found out she's 12 years old. She goes to Memorial Middle School, and her hobbies are singing, reading, cheering, and she wants to become a doctor.
Okay, a dancing doctor.
Oh, and her favorite entertainer is Bow Wow, Little Bow Wow, because he's young, talented, and he's also good looking.
Oh, okay, we'll throw those looks in there. Okay. Rattlers, very, very good performance. It's going to be a tough one to follow.
Okay, but we got the Buccaneers.
Hey, okay, but it's going to be tight.
The Buccaneers in the house, you know, they raised the roof.
They do, but the Rattlers were right on. They were on. That routine was very on. I mean, just with sheer energy and enthusiasm, I don't know. It'll be a tough one.
All right. The Buccaneers cheerleading competition, the senior division.
Okay, they got the work cut out for them.
The world is watching. Okay, what? Come on.
Good job,
Talk to me.
I don't know. You know what? I think it's going to be very close.
Yeah.
I do. I think it's going to be very close. They actually lost one of their stunts at the very end. And again, safety is an issue. They dropped one of the girls. You know, one of the girls was dropped at the end.
Right.
And for me, looking at a routine, I want it to be flawless. I wanted them to make sure they hit all of their stunts. I want the dance routine to be on. And one stunt, you know, they lost one stunt. So they were good. They are great. You know, they are great. But I think that the Rattlers were on today, and I didn't see any mistakes. So that's me. That's me. I want them to be perfect. The Buccaneers are usually perfect. So I guess that's what I expect. Perfection from them.
You're watching the City of Orlando cheerleading competition here on Orange TV. We just finished up the senior division for the cheer competition. We're going to take a quick time out, and we'll be right back after these messages.
Welcome back. We're here at the 2002 City of Orlando Cheerleading and Dance Competition. And I am here with some of the coaches and choreographers. And you know what? I wanted to take this opportunity to talk to you and just ask you a little bit about your squad and a little bit about how long you've been coaching and that sort of thing.
Okay, my name is Pam Moore. This is my 19th year, but this is my 4th year with the city. Started out with the city many years ago, then went to Pop Warner, and then came back to the city of Orlando.
What inspires you to do this, Pam?
Well, actually, I started when my son started playing. My little sister, which is 16 years younger than me, she wanted to cheer, so I got involved, and just continued for the love of it for the kids.
Hey, and your team, who's your squad?
We're the Rattlers.
Okay, you do a great job, and good luck today. Okay, and next we have?
I'm Dara Trujillo with the Junior Braves.
Okay, and how long have you been coaching?
I've coached for about 10 years, but this is our very first year as a squad put together, and of course our very first competition.
Okay, so how do you feel about it? How do you think your girls have done thus far?
They're all excited. I'll tell you, we have about 100 cheerleaders in total, of which maybe 10 of them have ever cheered before, ever. So getting out in front of fans, and then at a football game, and now at a competition, I'll tell you, they're a little scared, but they're really excited to see other little girls do the same thing they do.
No, and as I sat there and watched them out on the floor, I was like, okay, that's a squad that's up and coming. Good luck today.
Thank you very much. We're looking forward to it.
Thank you. And we're here with the
Buccaneers cheerleaders, Northwest.
Okay, and you are?
Takara Mosley, the assistant coach, and my mother, Darlene Davis, is the head coach.
Okay, and you are?
I'm Royce Reed. I'm a dance choreographer for the Buck Salsa.
You know, you guys have an awesome program, and I go on and on about it. Tell me a little bit about your program.
Well, our program started about maybe 6 years ago with the Buccaneers. My mother, she's been coaching for 12 years. I've been cheering for 12 years. And, I mean...
You know what? You guys doing a great job with your girls. Now, how long do they practice?
They only practice one night a week. And many people can't believe that, but my mother doesn't have all the time to dedicate to all the teams, so they only practice one time a week with each team.
You know what? They are so good. They do such a great job. Good luck today. All right.
Welcome back to the City of Orlando Cheerleading Competition. We're in the combination division. These are the Vikings from Edenville.
What's about to go now?
We want to hear that Viking spirit. What's that to say? I said we want to hear that Viking spirit. What's that to say? I said all the way here. Put some room in it. Do all the house. Do everything. Do all the house. Viking there. What? Shut up. 1, 2, 3, 4. G, O. Viking team, let's go. G, O. Viking team, let's go. G, O. Viking team, let's go.
You wanna dance, huh? With your girls and your friends, huh? We can do it all, we can do it all, do it all. Hold me back.
We did.
All right, the Edenville Vikings.
Round of applause for the Vikings, please.
Hey, good
Edenville
job by the
Vikings.
Vikings.
The combination category.
Now, what do they mean by combination?
That's a very good question.
Okay.
We will see if we can find the answer to that question.
Do they mean like the ages, like different age combinations? But this particular group, the Vikings, did like a step at the very beginning. So do they mean they can add other?
No. You know, I could be wrong, but I was thinking the combination means that it would involve the peewees along with the juniors and the seniors.
Oh, any age.
All of them together.
Combination. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's how I interpret it to be.
And that's kind of what it looks like. You have the Predators, and it looks like the entire squad, like all three squads.
Once again, you're watching the City of Orlando cheerleading competition here at the downtown rec center. Charles Morse along with Gail Brown. You're watching it here on Orange TV. The team that we just saw was the Eatonville Vikings, and their motto is to be the best at whatever they do, or we do.
They had a lot of personality, a lot of smiles. They were good.
And this is their first year of competition. And I think the Predators are ready from Barnett Park.
when the game is on. I like slam dunk to take me to the hoop. My favorite play is the alley-oop. I like to pick and roll. I like to give and go. And it's basketball. Bow wow, let's go. I know you love the way we break it down like this. I know you love the way we give it to the give it to the give it to the give it to the yeah.
Okay.
What's your name?
Great job, Alexander. Great job.
Lots of energy. Lots of energy.
There's so many of them.
Round of applause for the Predators, please.
They do a great job. They hit all their stunts. They managed to get everything in.
And guess who's up next?
That's the Buccaneers.
Buccaneers up next. Now, I want to ask you, at at what age do you start to feel, or I should ask you, at what age did you start to feel comfortable where you start to pick up on what was going on? Because when you're walking in when you're 4 or 5 years old, you know, you're kind of like, but at what age did you really start to say, where you start to have confidence in yourself and it became easier for you to learn the routines of what they were trying to teach you?
You know what? Don't ever underestimate a 4 or 5 year old. Because for me, it started with, my dancing started in the garage of one of my next door neighbors. She was 7 years old. She was taken at a dance school. I wasn't old enough to take, but she would teach me in her garage. Then one day her mom said, let me take Gail to class. They took me to ballet class. I was the youngest one in the class. I was actually in there with 6, 7, and 8 year olds. And the lady said, if I can hold her attention, then I'll let her take. And it was a passion. I had a passion for it. And I was a trooper like the rest of them, so she let me stay.
At the age of 4?
At the age of 4. So you don't ever underestimate, you
Coming
know,
up next is the
4-year-olds.
form of the
They
Buccaneers.
get it. They understand. You know, look at these little girls.
Buccaneers up next in the combination. City of Orlando cheerleading competition. They had 4 first place finishers last year. They've been.
I think they're the defending champions for this category. Do you have that information?
Let's see if I can find it.
Okay, please can we give a little courtesy while the young ladies up here performing?
Yes.
We can't have everybody moving
First
around
place
with
in
us.
combination.
Young lady when they're out here
Right,
performing.
they're the defending champions
If
once
while they're
again.
performing, please just be still, be quiet, they're done, and we move around and move on to the next team. We really appreciate that, and I know the girls.
The Buccaneers are out of the Northwest Community Center.
The Buccaneers.
They have a choreographer, Robert Carmichael, who does their senior division dance, or did it last year, and then the choreographer, Royce Reed from FAMU, dance division.
My life is a drama with a beginning, a middle, and no end.
Party time. Shit, I'm a cool chick. I got gas to don't make me lose it. I'm to lose it. I'm about to do it. Shit like don't take it easy. Come here, baby, let me blow your mind. I'ma switch shine like turpentine. I love niggas all different kind. I'ma show you all how to work the spine. I'm a slim chick. I'm a cool chick. I got gas to don't make me lose it. I'm to lose it. I'm about to do it. Shit like don't take it easy. I'm a slim chick. I'm a cool chick.
Exactly.
Gosh.
I guess they didn't disappoint you.
They did not disappoint me, not in the least. I mean, you even had one at the very end lose a shoe, and she still managed to finish her stunt and complete it. You know, they are so awesome. I would just challenge Darlene, and I know she's not leaving, just to take them to the next level. You know, they should be competing in the national competitions. The only thing they're lacking is tumbling.
Okay.
It's tumbling. They just need to start working on their gymnastics and their, you know, their back handsprings and their back flips as a unit, the entire group. That is the only thing that they're lacking. They are so, I don't know, polished, so finished. They're very, very good. I mean, she just has an awesome program there.
We do have the Braves coming up next. This is the combination division. You're watching the City of Orlando cheerleading competition. Happy to bring it to you here on Orange TV. I know you're having fun. I know you're having fun. You're in your environment.
Oh, yeah. And up are the Braves. This is their first year competing. And again, this is the combination part of the competition. So these particular squads include the Pee-wees as well as the juniors as well as the seniors.
They're all smiling. This would have to help build self-confidence.
Definitely. Overall, to be like strong young ladies.
Braves. They're from Boone High School.
Let's give a round of applause for the Braves.
No, they're not from Boone High School, are they?
Well, that's part of their.
Okay.
The center is there is at Boone High School.
Okay.
All right.
Good job.
What'd you think?
Great job. Like I said, I'd love to see this team and just kind of follow them along, especially like next year, to see them come back and compete. This is their first year. Their coach said they were a little nervous. I think they did a phenomenal job. Very good.
The tumbling. You saw some tumbling.
We saw two that actually did round off back handsprings.
Now, for those that are on top of the pyramid,
Uh-huh.
and when you drop, I mean,
Right. There's a certain way that you do it.
But you would have to have a lot of trust in those people on the floor. If you're up top and you go, okay, you got to catch me.
Right, and that's true. It is a trust factor, and that's where that teamwork and camaraderie, all that comes in. You know, think about it.
Hold on, girls.
All right, I think they're waiting on the judges. We just saw the Braves. Coming up next, we have the Ravens.
Ravens, ladies and gentlemen, the Ravens.
Ravens are on the floor.
I like this team.
Touch your neighbor and tell them something's about to happen.
All right, I saw some energy.
A lot of energy. Good job. Yeah.
Great job. You know, I sit here and I watch this, and I can only think of the hard work that goes into doing all of this. We see the final result. It's kind of like working in television. People see what goes on as far as the television is concerned, as far as what we broadcast, but what it takes to make that happen, people have no idea. But to see these girls, and you say they make it look easy. They make it look real easy.
And they do.
But you know that they work hard at it.
Yes, this is very hard work. It is.
Coming up next, we have the Titans. We're in the combination competition. And this is where the Pee-wees, the juniors, and the seniors all compete together.
And in this particular competition, you'll see a lot more stunts because you have your senior girls, and it's a lot easier, your senior and junior girls, and it makes it a lot easier to lift the Pee-wees, you know? So you're seeing a lot more stunts in the combination competition.
Next, we have the Titans.
And now you say you really like this group a lot.
I do. I think they have a lot of precision.
Round of applause for the
their
Titans,
arm
please.
movements, they're very tight. They punch their movements. They could work a little bit more on their transitions and on their flow. And of course, just moving as a group. But overall, I think as far as precision and the way that they move their arms and just everything is there. It's there. It just needs to be developed.
Those were the Titans. Coming up, we have the Outlaws. The Outlaws coming up next. This is the combination competition. City of Orlando cheerleading competition here at the Downtown Recreation Center. Along Gail Brown, along with Charles Morse. Watching it here on Orange TV. We're happy to bring it to you. Having lots of fun. Lots of people in the house. They're saying that they may have to change it to a different location next year because they've outgrown the Downtown Recreation Center.
Oh, I know. I know. It's so exciting. There's so many people here. It's just the energy, the enthusiasm. It's what cheerleading is all about.
And what I love about it is that everybody support everyone that's on the floor.
Exactly. Exactly.
Okay. The final team in the combination competition, we have the Outlaws.
I hope they're ready. I hope they're ready for it. That's the way that it's supposed to go. Back and forth for a little bit, then let me hit it. Stop acting like you ain't with it. You know I know you lie. Riding out under the KC lights. Get out first, put it in reverse. Stop playing with it, little mama, you gotta work. Let me do it for me one more time. Put that Bronco and four-wheel drive. I like that. Catch the wind, it's so high like that. On 6 high heel, big T's. Girl, you got to be like Nicky B. I took the floor, all the way to the house, let's go. Let's go, let's go. All the way to the floor, let's go.
All right, Gail. Gail is sitting over here. She's about to have a heart attack.
Give him a round of applause, please.
What's your thing? What's your thing?
They did a good job. They did a very good job. It just scares me.
It just scares you.
With their dismounts and some of their toss, like their toe touch toss that they just did, and I don't know. I think they're tired, and when it's near the end of the routine and they've competed, competition after competition, I think it's tough. Keep that energy up, and if you lose your strength. And
But one of the things that you did talk about, this being the combination with the Pee-wees, the juniors, and the seniors, and that you did say we would see more of
the stunts.
More of the stunts.
Yeah.
And that's actually how they started out.
Right.
And I don't know if we saw that in the back, but they had the little ones that did the little swing and then honored her.
Right, exactly.
And then I think they did about 3 or 4 of stunts, at the end.
Yeah, but it gets tough when you do your stunts at the very beginning, and then you transition into your cheer, then you do your dance routine, then you go back to stunts. After competing all day like they've been doing, you get tired, So you can see just a little bit with that team, that fatigue gets set in.
All right, you're watching the City of Orlando cheerleading competition. We're going to take a quick time out. We just finished up the combination. When we come back, we're going to start with the dance, which is my favorite. So we'll be right back after these messages. Welcome back to the City of Orlando cheerleading competition. Rondi is setting the stage for the dance part of this evening. I'm excited. You're excited.
Yeah.
This is my favorite part. Yeah. Not that I don't enjoy the other part, but, there's something about the dance competition.
Right.
There's something about the dance competition. I'm Charles Morse along with Gail Brown. The Predators are up first. They're dressed in their black, heading out on the center court. Now, what is it that you will be looking for here?
Oh, gosh. In the dance competition, you look for creativity. You look for the, originality in the choreography. You want to make sure that there's flexibility. I look for technique. When you talk dance, to me, the foundation of dance is ballet. So, of course, I look for technique. these girls are taking off their slippers, which is a good idea because those aren't dance shoes. They look like little footies, so I'm sure they would be slippery on this gym floor. Again, we want to see them leap. We want to see them kick. We want to see that flexibility and that agility.
Okay.
We want them to
They're ready
see them
now.
move.
The Predators.
Y'all ready?
Well, Ms. Brown?
I think they did a good job. They did a good job. The routine to me looked new. Okay, it looked like they just learned the routine and like they were still kind of like anticipatory about what step went next and kind of looking at each other and not feeling as comfortable as they did about some of their cheer routines. But I thought they did a great job.
All right.
And again, look for that technique. I want the knees to be straight. I want to see that flexibility. I want their toes to be pointed. You know, things like that. On their leaps, I want to actually see them leap, jeté with straight knees. And they'll get there. They will.
The Predators, those were the Predators. Now we have the Titans. And I think the judges have tallied the score. The Titans are up next. Let's see, we have the Predators on the screen, but it's actually the Titans. All right, the Titans.
attention.
One of the things.
Good job, girl.
Yeah, great job. Those were the Titans. One of the things that I do remember from last year when you were talking about the rules and the regulations, they did try to keep the routines to the maximum of 3 minutes. And unfortunately for us, we didn't get a copy of the rules and the regulations this year, especially when it pertains to the tumbling and the pyramids, because we're going to talk to Rondi in the future about what are some of the rules and the regulations, because I know you have a concern. But briefly talk about the routine that we just saw.
It was a good routine. Again, I felt like there was some uncertainty there, like they just learned the routine. Some parts of it, I felt like they really knew it and they could like throw themselves into it. The other parts, I felt they were just a little bit apprehensive. They didn't attack it. Again, it goes back to technique. There are things like knees straight on your kicks, point your toes at the very end when you do your leg mounts, that sort of thing.
All right.
You know what? That comes from training.
Okay.
That comes from training.
Right. The Lady Ravens are on stage. All right, now, I would have to give them a very high grade. I mean, here, go over the categories, what we're looking for and what they're being judged on.
Okay, here it's originality, individual appearance, team uniformity.
Okay, unfortunately, they lost the music,
Yeah, they did.
but they kept it going.
They did.
And they looked good.
You're right, you're right. So team uniformity, that I would give them a high score in, Charles.
Okay.
Just because they did keep going. But there were little things. You know, it's always important that you rehearse in your costume prior to going out and doing a performance. The girls had on slippers that weren't ballet shoes, that weren't jazz shoes. They lost shoes. Even some undergarments, they lost that. So it's little things like that that you want to work on to make sure that those things are perfect and are in sync, you know. So I wouldn't give them a perfect score, but I do commend them, you know, just on the mere fact that they kept going.
All right, coming up next, we have the Braves. They're out of Boone High School.
Now this makes it tough. Usually Palm and dance are separate. Okay? Because Palm brings in just a totally different element, you know, so to compare the two and be able to judge the two is difficult.
Judges are tallying the score. The maximum total you can get on dance is 90 points.
Up to perform, we have the Braves.
Like you say, this should be interesting.
But let me say again, I do think the Ravens did a great job. They did do a great job.
Now there you showed some creativity.
Yes, they did. They did.
We went all the way from Dick Vitale to the Village People.
Yes, we did. Yes,
Started
we did.
off with some
another round of applause for them.
Awesome, baby.
Yeah, you did a great job. Great job. Very nice. I like the variety. They had a variety in music. They did kind of a little hoedown. They did a square dance there. Very cute. Very cute.
All right. Once again, this is the dance part of the competition. Coming up next, we have the Rattlers.
Okay, and they're decked out in their black and white. Again, Pam is doing such an awesome job with these girls. They are very, very good. And there she goes, walking by.
The Rattlers.
Okay, I like that. I like that.
A little charisma.
Oh, my goodness. Applause for those girls.
Yeah.
Little attitude.
They were short and sassy.
I just got it going on. That's what that's about.
That's what
I just got it going on.
Next we have the Buccaneers.
Good job.
If you don't know, you better ask somebody.
Exactly. Exactly. Good job.
Great job.
Followed by the Outlaws.
Those were the Rattlers coming up.
The Buccaneers.
Buccaneers.
Okay, this was my choice from last year. Not the same routine, but this was the particular division. And this was the group that I selected as my favorite from last year. So we'll see.
We will see. Once again, they're looking for
Originality, the individual appearance, and then the team uniformity. Also the crowd appeal. You want to look for the creativity in the choreography. You want to look for their flexibility, their dance technique. You know, how do they enter and exit the stage? You know, that sort of thing.
All right, once again, you're watching the City of Orlando cheerleading competition. We're here at the Downtown Recreation Center, having lots of fun, energy in the house, lots of people.
Okay, baby. Up next, the Buccaneers.
Oh, yeah. This would be the junior and senior girls. I don't see the peewees, although I'd love to see them perform. Looks like the older girls.
Next song. Oh boy. Mama, you okay? That used to be my nickname. He was on an airplane sitting next to this guy, said he wasn't too shy and he seemed real nice. That's something. Get the point? Good. Let's dance. 5, 4,
3, 2, 1.
edit.
All right. Come here, Miss Davis. Now, come here and talk to me. Come here and talk to me. How you doing? No. How you doing? Okay. You know, we've been sitting here talking all evening about the fact that you said this was your last year.
Round of applause for the Buccaneers.
You know you're going to come back.
This is my last year.
Okay, you've been doing it for 15 years.
Yes, I have.
Tell me your overall opinion about the hard work and the dedication that these girls put into making this event happen, coming here and performing.
The last team to perform tonight.
It's hard. It takes a lot of dedication. I put in a whole lot of hours, about as many hours as I put into as my regular job. It is rough. It's rough. It's stressful, but you got to be dedicated. I want to get a coach in that's going to put in the same as I.
Now, how many girls do you have?
I have 35 this year.
Okay. Is it tough because you did place first place in 4 different divisions? Is it tough trying to repeat?
Yes, it is. Quite nervous, but I had a pretty rough season because I usually have my daughter helping me out. She's in college now in a way, and she came. Last year she was coming home once a month to help me out, but this year I only got her like twice in November, so it was really rough this year. But they pulled it through today.
All right.
See you again next year, right?
All right. We got the Outlaws. They're on stage.
rhythm look this way. Drums. Special, right? Yeah. Think about it. Sometimes people just destined to do what they do. And that's what it is. Now everybody dance.
Those were the Outlaws.
Good job.
The Outlaws.
Good job.
The Outlaws.
Wow.
What you think?
This is a really good competition. Very, very good competition. The Outlaws were great. They were. They were.
Yeah, once again, they're looking for
Originality, the individual appearance, the team uniformity, of course, the creativity of the choreography, some technique, and then the crowd appeal.
Okay, now this comes the tough part because the judges has to decide who gets first, second, and third place.
Oh, yeah. That's a tough job. That's a tough job.
Very tough. 3 judges. Do we have their names? Oh, there you go.
We have Shelly Jones, we have Dewana Poole, and Kimberly Campbell.
And they've been given a very tough task.
Yeah, I don't envy them at all today. I don't envy them at all.
All right, what we're going to do is that while they're tallying up the final scores, we're going to take a quick timeout, and we'll be back after these messages.